Un appel, mais j'avais pas mon téléphone entre les mains avec la FFF.
A towering force for Liverpool and France today. Yet his story began in the crowded public housing blocks of Paris, where he grew up as the second youngest of 8 children in a Malian immigrant family. From those narrow hallways to the global stage, Ibrahima Konaté's rise wasn't smooth. It was carved through bold decisions. He left home at 14 to join Sochaux's academy and transformed from a young striker into the commanding center that the world knows now. This is the journey of a kid who outran the limits of his environment, reshaped his destiny, and became one of Europe's most feared defenders, all while staying grounded, driven, and quietly unstoppable. Welcome to the life of Ibrahima Konaté. Let's begin. Paris stirs before sunrise, its old buildings stretching like tired giants, waking for another long day. Inside one of these worn apartment blocks in the 11th arrondissement, a crowded home buzzes to life. And in the middle of the commotion is a boy who will one day command stadiums, Ibrahima Konaté. Born on May 25, 1999, Ibu grew up as the second youngest of 8 children, in a household where the noise never truly slept. His parents, Malian immigrants who worked grueling jobs, held their family together with the quiet strength of pillars standing against a storm. His father swept Parisian streets before dawn. His mother cleaned homes with the same care she poured into raising her children. Their sacrifices formed the steady rhythm of Ibu's early life. Life in the Konaté apartment was alive, a constant swell of footsteps, laughter, and sibling rivalry that shaped Ibu from the inside out. Among his many siblings was Karim, the youngest, who would one day follow his brother's path into professional football. Together, they navigated a world where dreams felt both impossibly distant and just within reach. Much like a football rolling slightly out of grasp, yet urging you to chase it. Despite the chaos, Ibu found his own refuges. Afternoons spent playing football in open courtyards, and evenings lost in anime like Attack on Titan, where characters fought impossible battles, much like he was learning to do. At 14, he stepped onto his first real path when Paris FC took notice. Leaving home felt like stepping into cold water, but he did it anyway, driven by a quiet fire. A year later, he plunged even deeper into the unknown, joining the Sochaux Academy, a world of discipline far removed from the warm frenzy of home. There, he first played as a striker, but fate had other plans. Coaches saw something in him. His height, his anticipation, the calm way he read the field. Like a river finding its natural course, he drifted toward the role of centre-back, and everything suddenly aligned. By 17, he was already making his senior debut. Proof that his climb had begun in earnest. His ascent soon gathered momentum. In 2017, he leaped into the Bundesliga, signing with RB Leipzig, a move that felt like stepping into a furnace meant to forge him harder and stronger. Germany tested him, refined him, and rewarded him. His first goal in January 2019, during a dominant win over Fortuna Düsseldorf, marked the moment he ceased being a promising talent and became a rising force. Then came the call that changes a footballer's life. In May 2021, Liverpool brought him to Anfield, and he entered the Premier League like a warrior, stepping into an arena lit by fire. There was no hesitation. His presence, steady, powerful, unshakable, blended into Klopp's system as naturally as a piece falling into the final place of a puzzle. The rewards followed swiftly. The FA Cup, EFL Cup, and FA Community Shield, all in 2021 to 22. Trophies he held as if they were medals earned through battle. Soon, he stood at the heart of a title-winning side, lifting the 2024-25 Premier League trophy, a triumph that showed just how far that spark had travelled. At the same time, his journey with France rose in parallel. After climbing through every youth level, he made his senior debut in 2022, stepping onto the international stage with the calm of someone who had prepared his whole life. That same year, he helped lead France to the World Cup final, finishing as runners-up, a feat that etched his name into world football. His momentum didn't stop there. He captured the 2025 UEFA Nations League, strengthening his place among France's elite. Now that we step into Ibrahima Konaté's personal life, the stadium noise fades, revealing a quieter world one he guards like a treasure locked behind iron doors. Away from the chants and cameras, Konaté lives with a calm that feels almost surprising for a man of his stature. While many imagine football stars tangled in high-profile romances, his reality is the complete opposite. He is unmarried, single, and has never made any romantic relationship public, maintaining a level of privacy as firm and steady as a defender holding his line. Yet this silence isn't emptiness, it's intention. Fame draws attention the way light draws moths, but Konaté moves through it with the careful steps of someone protecting something fragile. He chooses not to fan the flames of speculation, letting curiosity burn out on its own. Those who know him say he pours his heart into the things that shaped him long before the world knew his name: football and family. Growing up among 8 siblings created bonds that hold him tightly, like roots gripping the earth no matter how tall the tree grows. Instead of nights out or public romances, he gravitates toward privacy, filling his downtime with the warmth of family rather than the spotlight of relationships. His personal life mirrors his defensive style, measured, protective, and intentional. Just as he denies strikers space on the field, he denies the world access to the parts of himself he isn't ready to share. To many, he remains a mystery, an unopened book with its most intimate chapters unwritten. But there's a quiet beauty in that. Konaté seems to understand that not every story needs an audience, and some things grow stronger in silence. For now, his love life remains a blank page, untouched and waiting, like a horizon he hasn't yet chosen to chase. Another thing that speaks more volume than his theatrics on the pitch is his wealth. His wealth began accelerating the moment Liverpool triggered his £36 million release clause in 2021, pulling him into the Premier League's financial orbit. From there, his earnings surged with the force of a rising tide: £140,000 a week, £7.28 million a year, a steady flow that anchors his fortune. By 2026, his net worth sits comfortably between £16.9 million and £27.8 million, depending on valuation. Wealth stacking itself as steadily as his defensive reputation. A major piece of that foundation is his 4-year Liverpool contract worth £14.56 million, securing him through 2026 and fueling career earnings exceeding £6.56 million from salaries alone. Off the pitch, Konaté strengthens his financial armor through endorsements. Most notably, his partnership with Nike, wearing their Phantom GT2 boots, adds commercial shine to his growing empire, an endorsement that fits him as naturally as a defender slipping into perfect position. Konaté's wealth strategy mirrors his playing style: measured, controlled, and precise. No flashy business ventures, no reckless investments. Instead, a steady stream of income built on contracts, consistency, and global brand appeal. His fortune grows quietly but relentlessly, like a river carving its path with patience rather than noise. Still early in his prime, the financial world around him feels less like a Finnish kingdom and more like the blueprint of something massive taking shape. Step by step, season by season, Ibrahima Konaté isn't just becoming a giant on the pitch, he's becoming a financial powerhouse in the shadows. Let's take a look at his mansion. In the quiet beyond the pitch, he returns to a sanctuary that rises like a modern fortress, his $6.75 million luxury villa just outside Liverpool. The mansion stands with an almost cinematic presence, as if lifted from an island paradise and placed on English soil. Its sleek design and bright open spaces mirror the calm precision he brings to the pitch. Inside, the scale of his success becomes unmistakable. 10 bedrooms, 20 bathrooms, each one polished and immaculate, stretching through the home like a maze crafted for royalty. Moving through the villa feels like stepping into a dream stitched together with light, especially in the kitchen, where smooth, modern finishes shine under their airy openness. The space has the elegance of a gallery, warm yet commanding, every corner shaped with intention. But the property's true signature lies beyond its walls. Behind the mansion, a private football field spreads out across the grounds, his own personal arena, where he can train in silence, the grass waiting for him like an old friend. And lining the driveway is the kind of collection few can claim. A fleet of supercars, gleaming under the sun like polished armor. Each one feels like a trophy of its own, marking how far he has traveled from his modest beginnings. This home is more than luxury. It is a monument to years of discipline, resilience, and ascent. A place where the humility of his past meets the triumph of his present, standing tall and still like a fortress, guarding the life he fought to build. Our next stop will be his exclusive garage. His garage tells a story of contrast, each car reflecting a different side of him. The crown of his collection is the Mercedes G63 G-Wagon, valued at £150,000, a machine that stands as boldly as he does on the pitch, muscular, towering and unyielding. Its V8 growls like a beast ready for battle, perfectly matching the intensity he brings to every defensive duel. But just as the G-Wagon booms with authority, Konaté surprises everyone with something far softer. A Volkswagen Golf worth around £30,000. In a squad where Lamborghinis and Aston Martins dominate the parking lot, his Golf sits quietly, like a humble nod to his roots. Fans adore it. To them, it's proof that beneath the giant frame is a grounded soul. Still, luxury doesn't escape him. His Bentley Bentayga, priced at $190,000, arrives like royalty. Its cabin wrapped in rich materials and its twin-turbo V8 humming with the smooth confidence of a man built for big stages. It's a car that doesn't just move, it glides, as if floating on silk. Balancing that opulence is the Volvo XC60, around $55,000, the calmest presence in his fleet. Efficient, understated, and reassuring, like a steady breath between storms, it shows the quieter, reflective side of Konaté, the side that values peace as much as power. Then comes the Volkswagen ID.5, his electric, coupe-styled SUV, a symbol of modernity. Its silent motion feels like a shadow sliding through the night, the perfect contrast to the thunderous machines beside it. Together, Konaté's cars form a portrait: strength, humility, luxury, balance, and innovation, each engine revving a different chapter of his life. And when he turns the key, you can almost feel it, the rhythm of a man who dominates the pitch, yet moves through the world with a blend of power and grace, like a storm wrapped in serenity. His lifestyle doesn't scream with excess. Instead, it hums beneath the surface, like a deep river flowing silently with power. Though he earns £7.28 million a year and holds a net worth between £16.9 million and £27.8 million, there is no public record of him splurging on watches, designer wardrobes, jets, yachts, or other typical footballer luxuries. What makes Konaté stand out isn't loud extravagance, it's the mystery. Fans expect diamonds and display, yet he leaves no trail of indulgent purchases, no glittering collections, no headline-grabbing splashes. His wealth settles around him quietly, like mist over a still lake, hinting at depth without revealing everything beneath. The luxuries we do glimpse, the multi-million-pound contract, the high-end home, the elite cars, suggest a man who invests in comfort and quality, not noise. His $6.75 million villa, his Bentley, and his G-Wagon show he enjoys refinement, yet he chooses to keep the rest hidden, as if guarding the chapters of his life meant only for him. In a world where footballers flaunt every purchase, Konaté lives at the opposite end of the spectrum: quiet luxury, measured and intentional. The true extravagance he owns may not be found in jewelry boxes or glossy magazine spreads, but in something rarer: the ability to live richly without ever needing to prove it. Let's spice it up with a little controversy. After a Champions League win over Galatasaray in March 2026, an aerial clash that left Victor Osimhen with a fractured arm flipped celebration into fury, and Konaté was buried under vile and abhorrent online racist abuse, hate that cut through the night like broken glass. Liverpool denounced it as dehumanizing and pressed platforms to act. Not all turbulence comes from the outside. In February 2026, he reportedly received a heavy club fine for a disciplinary breach tied to an off-field matter. Details hazy, message crystal clear. Standards at Liverpool aren't suggestions. Form can wobble like a ship in crosswinds. Early in 2025 to 26, a rough patch drew sharp pundit jabs and exit whispers. KONATE'S pushed back on social media. Some of you forget too quick. A flash of defiance from a defender who usually speaks with tackles, not quotes. Even joy can tangle into debate. In December 2025, a Konaté's strike versus Inter became VAR quicksand. 4 minutes of scrutiny ended with the goal scrubbed for handball in the build-up. A decision that reignited the never-ending argument over consistency, like embers catching wind. And on a cold night against Sunderland in February 2026, penalty shouts around his grappling duel were waved away. Ex-refs Chief Keith Hackett backed the officials, lamenting the wrestling creeping into the game like ivy on old brick. Through it all, Konaté stands tall, sometimes buffeted, never broken, meeting controversy the way he meets strikers, head up, timing his step, refusing to yield. And that is the world of Ibrahima Konaté, a life where luxury moves quietly, like a shadow following greatness. From his $1 million villa to the engines he commands, Konaté's lifestyle isn't loud, it's intentional, powerful when it needs to be, humble when it matters most. A reminder that true luxury isn't always about showing off. Sometimes it's about living with purpose, comfort, and calm confidence. If his journey inspires you, the rise, the discipline, the elegance, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories inside the lives of football's modern giants. Until next time, stay driven.